We are now going to talk about process flow strategies. Consider this diagram that has two axes. On the x-axis, we have the volume of production, and on the y-axis, we have the level of customization. Let us say I am looking to buy a sandwich. I find a vending machine and pick up a ready-made sandwich for under $5. The sandwich includes 2 slices of bread, some lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, and some other veggies. In relation to our diagram, where would you locate the process that was used to produce the sandwich? Clearly, that process produced a large quantity of the exact same type of sandwich. We can place this process on the bottom right side of our diagram. After eating a few of these sandwiches, I get a little tired of the monotony. So I come to your famous sandwich restaurant. I hear that you make a mean sandwich. Is that true? You promise to make me something unique that nobody else in the world has? Great! That's exactly what my palate needs now. Okay, what kinds of bread do you offer? No, I don't want that. Not that one either. Nah. Nope. No, I don't think I like any of the types of bread that you have. But no problem. There's a bakery just a half-mile down the street. Why don't you run down there and get me such and such kind of bread? You promised. Now let's talk about the cheese. What kinds of cheese do you offer? No, no, and no, and no again. Can you run down to the deli, only 1 mile down the other street, and get me such and such kind of cheese? You did promise, didn't you? Now let's talk about the lettuce. Don't even bother telling me what you have. Just run down to the organic grocery store 2 miles down that other street and get me such and such a lettuce. How about tomatoes? Yes, there's an organic farm market just a few miles down a dirt track. By the time you're done, you've spent several hours of your day and several gallons of gas. You also have a loaf of unwanted bread minus 2 slices, a block of unwanted cheese minus 2 slices, a bunch of wasted veggies, etc. How much are you going to charge me for the sandwich? $100! You should have told me that before. I'm going to have to report you to the Better Business Bureau. Now think about the process that was used to produce the sandwich. Where would you locate it on the diagram? Obviously, this process produces only small quantities of highly customized sandwiches. Let us compare the two processes. To produce my ready-made sandwich, suppose steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are involved. The exact same sequence of steps are also carried out for the remaining dozens of sandwiches produced by the process. That is, the process follows a linear flow pattern. These dozens of sandwiches are produced and stored until customers like me come by to pick them up. That is, they are made to stock. On the other hand, consider the custom sandwich that you made for me. What are the odds every customer you run into has the exact same requirements as me? For each customized order, the sequence of activities you follow is likely to be different. There is a huge amount of divergence in this process. That is, there are many forks along the road. The process follows a flexible or jumbled flow pattern. Also, there is no way you could have produced the sandwich in advance of my telling you my eccentric requirements. So the sandwich was made to order. As you can see, we seem to be working along this line flow, flexible flow diagonal. We can also identify another location in the middle with moderate volumes of production and moderate levels of customization. The process here follows an intermediate flow pattern. How about setting up a process in the bottom left corner? Low volume and low customization? Would that work? Let us say I went into business in my kitchen, producing sandwiches one at a time, but doing the same thing over and over. Would I ever be able to compete with the mass-produced sandwiches? Or with your customized sandwiches? How about setting up a process in the top right corner? Now that sounds interesting. Suppose I pay a bundle of money to get myself a highly customized, limited edition BMW, only to find out that there were another 50 million customers who got the exact same model. I now feel like a moron. How can it be highly customized if it's also produced in high volume? Isn't that an oxymoron? See, I knew there was a moron involved somewhere. But look at it from the customer's perspective. Wouldn't every customer want the best of both worlds? A highly customized sandwich, together with the benefits of mass production. Let us say I go to a different sandwich place this time, a Subway sandwich. I get a choice of 5 types of bread, toasted or not. That makes it 5 times 2, or 10 possible options. Then I'm offered 4 types of cheese. That makes it 10 times 4, or 40 possible options. Then I'm given a choice of 10 different veggies. Does that make it 40 times 10, or 400 possible options? No, the 10 veggies can be mixed and matched in a zillion different combinations. I can choose a sandwich with 1 piece of lettuce, 2 olives, 3 slices of cucumber, half a slice of onion, 0 hot peppers, 2 green peppers only on the left side, and so on. What are the odds anyone else in the world has a similarly zany sandwich? Now you wouldn't spoil it all and tell anyone my secret recipe, would you? So I did get the best of both worlds, didn't I? A highly customized sandwich, together with the benefits of mass production. Didn't we just say that's an oxymoron? What were the conditions that allowed us to achieve this mass customization? Look at the way the product and the process were designed. The bread was made to stock. The dough was mass-produced, line flow, and stored, although the baking itself was done in smaller quantities, intermediate flow. The cheese was sliced in large quantities, line flow, packed and stocked for later use. The lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, and other veggies were also washed, cut, packed, and stocked in a similar manner, line flow. Further, each of these items was designed as an interchangeable module. That is, switching one kind of bread out for another did not change or complicate the process at all. Likewise, we can easily swap out one kind of cheese and swap in another, or swap out one kind of veggie and swap in another, etc. So of the steps 1 through 10 necessary to create a sandwich, steps 1 through 9 have been done using a line flow or intermediate flow for baking. It's only step 10 where the customization comes in. We have done what is known as postponement. That is, we have postponed the divergence in the process to the very end. Even at this divergent stage of the process of putting the sandwich together itself is quite streamlined. The sandwich is assembled to order from made-to-stock modular components. Thus, we are able to get the benefits of both mass production and high customization. Although we have not really broken the barrier of the line flow, flexible flow diagonal, with mass customization, we have bypassed it. Although assembled to order is an important kind of process, it is a special case. Sure, I'm able to get a highly customized Subway sandwich assembled to my exact requirements for not much more than the price of a mass-produced sandwich. However, what are the odds I can get a customized Toyota car with the body of a Corolla, the engine of a Highlander, the 4-wheel drive and handling of a RAV4, styling and sunroof of a Camry, with 3 doors and a hatchback, and so on?